Welcome to Hotline TV. I'm Josh Kraushaar.
And I'm Reed Wilson. This week at the Hotline, we debuted our Senate race rankings, where we took a look at the races that are most likely to change hands come November. Josh, what are you looking at as the bellwether to decide whether or not Republicans take control of the Senate?
Well, my bellwether is the state of California. Barbara Boxer, Carly Fiorina. We have it ranked number 14 on our list, but that number could be going up because of the governor's race. Governor's races are help determine turnout, and it's surprising how much traction Meg Whitman has had and how little traction in September Jerry Brown has up to this point. And that's going to help determine turnout. You're going to see a lot more Republicans showing up in California than they have had in many recent elections. Barbara Boxer hasn't faced a serious opponent in quite a long time. And Fiorina, I didn't think she was as strong a candidate as she's turned out to be. She had a very strong debate performance. California, a very Democratic state, but this one, it looks like it'll be going down to the wire.
You see, so your bellwether, just to make sure, your bellwether is the race that closes last in the whole country. So we may
be waiting 1 in the morning.
Josh, I got to tell you, my bellwether is the state of Kentucky. It closes early in the night, and it's number 11 on our list. The race between Jack Conway and and Rand Paul. This race, if it's close at all, if Jack Conway can make this a race at all, I think Democrats are going to save the Senate. It's a race that's going to be about Rand Paul. It's a test of a Tea Party candidate early in the night. We're going to see how the Tea Party movement will turn out at the end of it. I think that Rand Paul is likely going to win, but if Jack Conway is able to make the case that this race is about Rand Paul and how he's an unacceptable option, then you're talking about good things for people like Michael Bennet in Colorado, Harry Reid in Nevada, and other folks around the country. In terms of California, I'm not convinced that California is going to be that competitive, largely because I think Carly Fiorina has come out too conservative for the state of California. She tacked to the right for the primary election. Turned out she didn't really have to tack as far as she did, or maybe she tacked far enough to stem the tide of the conservative Chuck DeVore. On the other hand, though, she hasn't tacked back to the middle effectively. We haven't really seen that. I didn't see that in the debate. I haven't seen that in any of her commercials. I think that's going to be a real problem for her going forward. What other states are you looking at?
Well, I mean, on Kentucky, that's the one state that's a Republican-held seat that Democrats still think they have a very strong chance of picking up. Rand Paul's baggage hasn't fully been exposed. It's going to be a tough race, but that is going to be the one to watch. Nevada is also a clear bellwether. I'm picking all the West Coast states, so we're going to have to stay up to see how the Senate composition will last.
We'll be up anyway.
But Harry Reid, you have one of the weakest Republican challengers in Sharon Angle. She's gotten her sea legs under her, but she's still fundamentally flawed. Harry Reid has been leading narrowly. It's just under 50. It's going to be going down to the wire. If Reid pulls it off, that might save the Senate majority.
The point we make in the Hotline Spotlight today is that momentum is all that matters. The Tea Party has had momentum in these primaries. We'll wait to see whether or not that momentum translates to Republicans in the general election. That's about all the time we have today. I'm Reed Wilson.
And I'm Josh Kraushaar.